Hello guys, I think this would be a pretty good 70 subscribers video. But yes, anyways, I'm going to make this video dedicated to all who have to deal with hate. And some of you all who haven't dealt with hate before may put a comment saying, well, you know what, it's just the internet. It may just be the internet, but whether it be the internet or real life, words can hurt. And I'll tell you my own story. I have dealt with a bunch of hate before. On YouTube and outside of YouTube. I'll tell you how I got hated on a website. Well, on that website, it was a fanfiction website. So to those who are interested in writing stories and all could go there. I was a noob. I was new to writing fanfictions, but somehow I just got better and better, and I got more known, and eventually I became one of the top 5 authors of that site. And it's normal for someone known somewhere to get hate. However, what happened to me? I wrote this on a video that Flame Lucario made. It was a message to Miss Awesome Girl 321. So I was just saying, well, I have an experience a little similar to Sky. What happened? Some girl photoshopped a picture of me supposedly giving a link to a porn site, to on a message board. And that person spread it all around the website. And the website, all of the people on the website really thought that I actually sent that link. They couldn't tell that it was Photoshop because it looked really realistic. And what people did, they just went around, called me a pervert, called me an old lady, and told me I should die, that I was breaking the rules. Because you're not supposed to give any links to any websites that host malicious software or anything like that. And, other bad stuff. So the moderators got a catch of the picture, and they banned me. When I was banned, no one left any positive comments on my wall. Usually you can be like, hey, I like your messages and all, but it was filled with hateful comments. All because of a photoshopped picture. And you know what else that person photoshopped? They photoshopped a picture of me supposedly stealing her fanfiction ideas. And that was another reason people hated me so much. And I was sensitive to hate. So I was really frustrated, because people just looked on one side of the story. They believed the photoshopped photo. The moderators didn't even check the system to see if that message really was sent. They just had a very bad service that time, but now I know they do, but back then they didn't. So, in that case, I just went on, did random stuff, and I hosted a website. And that's a graphic website. So I just hosted glitter text and all that stuff. And I didn't get hate on that. However, what happened? I had to close that website down because I didn't have any money to host it. So after that, then I came on YouTube and I watched videos by famous Toontown YouTubers for years. Like 1 or 2 years. And I played Toontown for since 2004 now. So I was like, well, I'm inspired by these, so I'll make Toontown videos. And I made my channel, and that was 2 months ago. Now, those 2 months, the first month was pretty good. No one said anything bad. I had 29 subscribers. No, not 29. Actually, I gained subscribers, a huge load of them. It took a long time, but I know that I only had a few subscribers in the first month, which is perfectly alright because it's good to start slow. So, then what happened? Last month, my friend, who I had been friends with before I even made the YouTube channel, since, I think 6 months or something, I don't remember, but we've been friends for a very long time. She had a YouTube account, and it was actually dedicated to Club Penguin. However, she didn't like a certain tune on Toontown. That is Tanny. Because Tanny was really rude. She would often act innocent in front of others, but when she was alone with her, she would act like all evil and stuff. So, my friend decided to frame her. Quotation mark, frame her. And people caught that video. And what they did, they just didn't believe it at all. We even had proof that Tanny was cussing at us. She was saying all these weird things to us, and even the people who knew who she really was said so. They just believed that we were all evil, that Tanny really was all innocent as she seemed to be. So, yeah, pretty much. And then, when I hopped on Toontown, I landed in Toon Valley. And a friend of mine told me to teleport. However, a huge mob of people came up to me. They said, "Quit Toontown. Go die. We hate you. Leave Tanny alone." Okay, if you want me to leave Tanny alone, leave me alone first. But yeah, they were like, "Go die in a hole. Leave Tanny alone. You stink. No one wants you on Toontown. Everyone hates you." And that really did hit me. I was about to cry, but my mind was going crazy. I was really, really upset by it. I couldn't handle the frustration, so I did type lots of rude stuff. And then I typed in, "If you want me to leave Tanny alone, then leave me alone." And when everyone just went, the stupid tune came up. She was like, "Well, why don't you shut up now that everyone's leaving you alone? Why don't you go die since no one wants you here?" And that's how messed up this community is. Despite how people portray me on Skype, many of my friends say, "Mary, you're pretty strong for someone I've met online." Well, maybe not back then, but I know that I'm stronger now. However, I can still remember all the words those people said about me because of one person. And yeah, but look, everyone's forgotten about it. No one cares about it anymore. In fact, we actually posted a video about Tanny being mean to us. She, sent me and my friend a really rude, message, and we posted the message on YouTube. And everyone turned back. They said, we apologize. We didn't know Tanny was that way. Now, I'm not happy to put the blame on someone else. But I'm glad that people don't suspect us anymore. That I don't really deal with hate anymore. And now, even if I do deal with hate, I don't care. Because, I moved on. And I've learned to, think before I say anything. So, yes, this is the story of me. If you deal with hate, I just want you to know that nothing in life goes our way. That people are gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. You know that quote. So, that's why don't ever let anyone else let you down. Just do what you want, because this is your life. Nobody should decide your own life for you. No one should tell you if you should die or not. I mean, that's just crap. So that's why. That's why you must stay strong. And eventually, you'll grow respect. And if you see a few subscribers leave you, that's alright. Because new subscribers will come and replace the subscribers. So that's from my experience. Goodbye, and I hope you gain from this video.